Hello everyone, and welcome to Lady Arcader's Attract Mode. Today we'll be listening to and watching a Star Fox Guard any percent run by the amazing and talented Happy Bear. Hope everyone's having a lovely night. It's about to get lovelier.
Well,
I'm PippyInATopHat, and Happy Bear, take it away.
thank you, ma'am. Good to see everyone tonight. As mentioned, I am Happy Bear. Whether I'm going to make your night more enjoyable, you will have to decide for yourselves. But we are going to be playing Star Fox Guard tonight. To my knowledge, this is the first time it has ever been showcased in any event anywhere in the entire history of the world. So this is actually a historic event. So great to have all of you with us. Yeah, this is going to be a fun ride tonight, and we'll just jump right in with both feet. So we are going to start loading the game up, and while that is happening, then we are just going to talk about the game a little bit. So this game is a Star Fox spin-off starring Slippy Toad and Grippy Toad, with Pippy Toad on comms tonight for us, and it's a tower defense game. So there are evil robots trying to blow up Grippy Toad's mining camps, facilities, holdings, and our objective is to protect those things from all the evil robots. So we get this opening little cutscene. The run is not officially started yet. I will tell you when we start that with a 3, 2, 1 countdown. So it is. This is Grippy Toad just talking to us. We are his defense specialist, and we're supposed to work our tail off protecting mining bases. All right, so this is us using a random profile that I made on here some years ago. So once we press A, then the run will begin officially. So we are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. And at the beginning, we have the world's longest cutscene. So we are going to get a very thorough introduction into exactly what we're dealing with here. But as you can see, we are on lovely Corneria, the home planet of the Star Fox team. And this is Cornerian Mining Base A. I think that's Titania in the background. I am not up on my Star Fox geography, but it's either Titania or Katina.
No, you said we'll be working our tail off. Are we a toad, and do we have a tail?
It is never actually revealed who we are. I assume it's kind of like one of those Legend of Zelda immersive things. So you can just imagine yourself. If you're a PippyInATopHat, then that's who we are. If you're a Happy Bear, then there's a big old bear sitting in that control booth. So this is just a tutorial level. It is not an official level, but I like to use it to kind of calibrate my aiming skills. There we go. And they're just going to be launching so many enemies at us. And oh no, what are we going to do? There's too many of them. Oh. The day is saved. The cavalry has arrived. Who could it be? Oh, it's Fox McCloud, aka Star Fox, responding to our distress signal. So the Star Fox team shows up to give us a little bit of a hand. And this is where we find out the deep Star Fox lore, that Grippy Toad is the uncle of Slippy Toad. Pippy, can you confirm on how they are related to you?
I'm unclear. I think I might have been adopted or maybe a couple times removed. I'm not quite sure.
Gotcha. So it's understandable.
It's a complicated family tree. I haven't delved deep enough into the lore yet. I'm hoping to learn a lot from tonight.
Gotcha.
This will be an adventure.
Gotcha. You know, some of us have family kudzu. We understand. This is a no judgment Lady Arcader stream. Learn by doing, young tadpole. I'm gonna start telling people that now. I'm just gonna walk up to the random high schoolers that walk past my house every day, and I'm gonna be like, learn by doing, young tadpole.
That's where we have the tail. We're a tadpole. We haven't lost our tail yet. Here we go. We pieced it together.
You know all these like frog biology facts, so I'm starting to think that you're actually a frog.
Shh! Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone all my secrets.
Oops. Sorry.
They have to be unveiled in Act 3 in a dramatic fashion.
Perfect. Well, there's definitely going to be some dramatic Act 3 action. So basically, this tutorial, it is just a very long-winded tutorial. No one can blame, Nintendo, like, oh, Nintendo didn't make a tutorial for this. Well, this was like the beginning of the Nintendo hand-holding tutorial phase, because it's really holding their hands. So basically, there's different kinds of bots. So there's the Chaos class bots, which blow up cameras and mess with your cameras. And then the Combat class, they go directly for the core. Okay, hopefully Slippy will let us actually speak now and do some damage destruction. Okay, one other thing, I'm going to take a moment. So I'm playing on the Wii U gamepad, and this is where I look to see where the robots are coming from, where they are in my base, things like that. So it's a critical part of the game that unfortunately you don't get to see, but you just gotta trust that I'm doing some really cool stuff. You gotta have a little faith.
Just out of frame, you're also putting on a beautiful ice dancing performance. We can't see that one either, but everybody just know that that's always happening all the time.
Tara Lipinski, eat your heart out.
Happy Bear is very multi-talented.
I am. I'm like a diamond, or rather a kaleidoscope. Very chaotic, but colorful.
That's what we like here. Keep the chaos coming.
It is. Man, Slippy's seen some things.
Oh, those eyes, they go on forever.
That thousand light year stare. Alright, so we're finally through the tutorial sequence. Thank the maker. We also get these helpful little hints. They do give...
So do we...
Oh, go ahead, Pippy, I'm sorry.
I was going to ask, do we keep the multi-camera setup for the entire game? Because that's really interesting.
It is. We do keep the multi-camera setup. So that's where a lot of the intrigue and strategy of the game comes in, is which camera are you looking at when? And you really have to watch out to make sure that enemies are not slipping past you on a camera. And there are some enemies who are invisible. There are some enemies who are invisible but can only get picked up on your radar. It's really complicated. So we get a little kind of initial Star Wars crawl describing what the stakes are. I don't know why we're getting this again, because we really just got the backstory in the previous tutorial segment, but they really want us to know that we work for Corneria Mining Metals Limited thing, whatever the title is. I heard it a bunch of times and still can't remember it because, hello, ADHD. So, okay, here we go. So we have to operate and manage 12 different cameras. We will get camera upgrades as the run goes along. My favorite is the slow cam. It makes things 90 bajillion million times easier. That might be an exaggeration. But, you know, why they don't just build a dome on this thing or just close up all of the entrances or just have one entrance, I don't know. But
that would be too easy. Yeah. That would be too easy of a solution.
You know, I think Grippy Toad just wants to, like, hire me for this job. And
this is job creation. He's actually doing something very important for the economy here on Corneria. Yeah.
It's the trickle-down effect.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, finally we are onto our first stage. So you can see those little hexagons in the upper left of the main screen. And the main screen always shows us the view from one camera that we select. Those hexagons show how many combat classes we still need to destroy. So once we destroy all the combat classes, we will beat the stage. The enemies come in waves. And I have tried to analyze whether it's fixed positions or RNG. The evidence right now is kind of inconclusive. They seem to shift sometimes. They seem to react, like the opening waves will be fixed, but then there does seem to be a little bit of reaction time based on what you choose to do and what you blow up. So it does vary a little bit. Alright, this is our friend Rebot.
He's adorable!
We love Rebot. It gathers precious metals, like Slippy says, and those precious metals are what we use to advance in rank during the game so that we can get better cameras, unlock bonus levels, things like that. We're just going to sit here and look at Rebot be cute and adorable. That's what we call a Rebot time loss, and I am more than happy to have a couple of those during the run.
We have to let him sing a little song. He wants to sing a little song for us.
Just like every Disney character ever, Rebot is a Disney princess confirmed.
Oh, definitely. 100%. Rebot is my favorite Disney princess.
Mine too. Mine too. You didn't know this was a Disney game. Infinity War was the most ambitious Marvel crossover until Disney and Nintendo collaborated on this lovely little game. So the Corneria levels are fairly easy, but they will start ramping up the difficulty soon by introducing some new robots for us to battle, sending in multiple combat classes at the same time. It's not cool, man. It's just not cool. A lot of the times, so one of the primary enemy patterns that you will see is chaos classes coming in to distract for a combat class. So if a bunch of chaos classes drop, you can bet that a combat class will either be right behind them or will be appearing on a different side of the map. Like that. So you'll see me looking down at my gamepad a lot. That is me just making sure that I'm switching to the right camera for the job. Oh, darn it. Oh boy. We missed that one. Let's see. They get a little bit sneaky.
Really thought I could sneak in there.
Thought he could sneak in there. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, that's a Rebot time loss. I was just entranced by our friends. It's very easy. So in the course of, this is the any percent run, so over the course of the any percent run, we will not dig into the bonus missions at all. In fact, I don't think I've ever played the bonus missions because I've only ever done any percent. but I am planning to do some 100% category runs pretty soon, probably in the next couple of months. And that category is probably going to be about 5 hours, which just totally looking forward to that. Why do speedrunners do this to ourselves?
Well, it's for 5 hours of rebot, yeah?
That's a good point.
That's what makes it worth it.
That's a good point.
That, and we had somebody in chat theorizing earlier that you do get more of the Toad family lore if you do the 100% run. So we might need to really learn all the secrets.
Honestly, too true, too true. So we could be coming in a couple months with that 100% Lady Arcaders showcase. 5 hours of madness. You'll be up till 2 a.m. on the West Coast, or excuse me, on the East Coast. I can't speak when I'm doing speedruns, as you no doubt have noticed. So that one enemy that you're seeing with the dish is, oh boy, is a dish enemy, and it's called that because of the way it looks. No, it's called the Disruptor, and what it does is it scrambles the camera feed so that you cannot see out of them. Very dangerous.
That sounds bad. Yeah, that sounds bad.
It's really bad. It's part of the reason why we have 12 cameras instead of, say, just one at each entrance. Because then you can have some backups. So now, what this game does is every 3 or 4 stages, it moves you to a different configuration. So you can get to set in, the strategies that you're using, because in a few stages you just gotta relearn how to do it all over again. We can also move cameras and drop them at other places, either before the battle begins or during the fight. You will see me do that a few times. I'm not going to do it right now because it's not really necessary. But you just gotta make a lot of choices in this game because, do I go for the Chaos class that could just randomly explode on me? Do I go for the Combat class? Or which robot do I go for? See, we've got a... Oh boy. I missed that guy. There we go. Yeah, you just gotta make a lot of choices, but if you can be fast enough with your trigger finger, then usually you can blow it up without too much trouble. Blow everything up without too much trouble.
I do love the animation of the little guys just bouncing away. They kind of look like they just got hit by a strong wind instead of a laser.
I know, right?
I feel like they should make a fun thunk sound. They bonk along the floor.
Oh boy. Okay, that's one of those times where I think this game actually does have RNG, because that was a pattern I don't think I've seen before on this stage, but I don't know. I need to do some more testing, but the world record for this game is a 2:03. I don't think that sub 2 is possible with current strats unless we conclusively prove that there is a distinct pattern for each enemy. That could potentially push it below 2 hours, but I'm skeptical.
We're still waiting on the RNG manip, I see.
We are waiting on some RNG manip, so if we can get that RNG manip, if somebody else besides me can figure it out, then who knows? The sky's the limit. Okay, we've got a new enemy here that when they explode, they emit clouds of gas that obscure your vision. So that is quite dangerous for obvious reasons, because these lads like to sneak through, or lasses, or non-binary spiders. We are inclusive. These robots are very inclusive.
Yes, we do respect the gender choices of non-binary spider robots here at Lady Arcader's Attract
We
Mode.
absolutely do. In fact, you're going to be seeing some very genderqueer swan robots tonight. So be on the lookout for that. And one excessively bi-gender boss.
We got really good representation here for this game came out in what, 2016? Pretty ahead of its time.
Pretty ahead of its time, honestly, and from Nintendo too.
Yeah.
The transgender spectrum is represented here, and the sexuality spectrum, and just any spectrum you can think of, Star Fox Guard has it. So. Okay, so now we get to go into level 6 Troublesome Tanks, which has tanks in it and they cause some trouble. Surprise!
We never could have expected that from tanks, honestly.
No one expects the Spanish Tankquisition. Okay, so we have now seen disruptors, spider bots that explode with gas, which relatable, tanks, and these hi-hos. They're actually called hi-hos, believe it or not.
I kind of like it with how they walk. They do kind of look... this is a Disney game! I see it. That they're singing the little hi-ho song in their head.
Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to ruin Happy Bear's life we go.
Oh, well, that's kind of rude of them.
Pretty rude. Happy Bear and the 7 robots. Okay, so that tank is getting a little bit too close for comfort. But we managed to get him. See, look, we got robots exploding and robots coming out of the gas explosion. There we go.
I will say it's quite amazing how on top of all of these screens you are.
Yeah.
It throws me for a little bit of a loop every time it has the little bars at the top and bottom. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even see that one there. Oh no, but like you're just super calm and collected, and I'm sure that that's exactly the traits they want in their defense technician, as opposed to just wildly flailing and shooting things.
Exactly. That is the technique that one must have when speedrunning Star Fox Guard. You must be one with the camera. You must be one with the game. And
this is really a Zen practice.
This game is Zen. When the first Zen monks were creating Zen Buddhism, they were like, man, if only we could digitally represent our beliefs somehow. It would be represented by shooting a bunch of robots. What's a robot? I don't know. But our beliefs can be represented by shooting them. Okay, you see... Sorry, Pippy, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you might think that shooting robots and watching them explode is a violent action. It's actually not. It's actually all a very deep and theoretical metaphor. You just have to appreciate the metaphorical level, right?
Super abstract, man. Mega bodacious. So, when I was a young lass, I was sent to a conservative Christian summer camp, which, that's a story for another day. But I still remember to this day one of the speakers talking about how he, when he was a kid, he wanted to create his own slang word. And the slang word that he came up with as a 10-year-old was apple sakes, man. So, As you can imagine, it was not very popular, and everyone thought he was a real weirdo. But sometimes, just to be ironic, I say, apple sakes, man, just to honor that camp counselor at Camp Harlow. So, random camp counselor, if you're out there watching this, apple sakes, man.
It lives on.
It lives on. Do I care that people think I'm a weirdo for saying that? Not at all, because I'm a hipster.
It's going to be cool in 10 years, and everybody's going to look back on this run as not only the great unveiling of Star Fox Guard as a speed run, but also the great origin of where Apple Sakes Man really caught on.
You know it, baby. Also, you may have noticed that I just deployed a special camera. This is the lock-on camera, which can lock on to multiple enemies at the same time and blow them up. So I was able to lock onto both parts of that Rob bot's body and instantly just totally blow them up. Pretty cool. Pretty keen if you ask me.
I kind of love that you can just kind of scoot the little soccer ball exploding spider robots away. Just give them a little push.
Alright, little Jimmy. You can't be here right now. This is an 18 only stream. 18 plus only. Whatever. I can't talk.
They're going into timeout. We're really staying up past their bedtime. I'm not sure what time zone they live in, but it's late there, whatever time zone that is, and they should really respect that and go to bedtime.
You know it. Oh, one got in. What a bummer. Also, where's my combat classes? There they are. Speak of the devil and you see their horns.
So does pushing our little spider friends into other robots cause damage, or do they just kind of collide and push each other aside?
You know, they are composed of the toughest vibranium, so pushing them into each other actually doesn't do anything.
Oh. That's unfortunate. I think it would have been pretty funny if you could just dominoes robots on each other.
Yeah, there's no splash damage in this game, or domino damage, or whatever you want to call it. Lame.
Can you, Eternal Lurker brings up a good point. Can you push them away but not explode them? Or is exploding a mandatory part of this process?
Exploding is a mandatory part of preventing spiders from infesting your base. Sorry to all the spider lovers, nature lovers, tender hearts out there. I am a tender-hearted person. I am a bear after all. But when it comes to spiders, that's going to be a no.
Were you just attacked by a high school locker come to life?
I was. My worst nightmares have come true. I am being attacked by high school.
Oh no.
So this is a time when we're actually going to move our lock-on camera because... Oh boy. Because the lock-on camera can blow up lockers with impunity. Otherwise, they're completely impervious to damage, which is not great. You can blow them up from behind.
Oh, there was a little robot there just masquerading as a high school locker.
Correct. Where is he?
Oh, that's another level of the deep lore.
Oh boy. Alright, that one was a bit of a problem, but we survived. That was our closest call so far. I love being serenaded by the dulcet sounds of Rebot.
He does celebrate victory in a very appropriate way.
He does. He does. Alright, so this is our first boss level. Yes, this game has bosses in it. How can you have a boss when you can't even move? That's a really good question, chat. I'm glad you asked it. And you're about to find out. Intruder alert! Oh no. Oh my god. It's the biggest hi-ho of them all.
Oh, he's so big!
Yay, even the hi-ho king. Whoa, what is that?
Oh, he's kinda cute, though.
He is cute, but he a little angry. And
oh, no!
unfortunately, I gotta shoot Angie Boy in the mouth.
Oh. You're shooting him right in his surpriseful face!
I know. I know. So this is a decently easy boss. Oh, look at his little stompers.
Oh. Oh, now he really angry.
He mega angry. Listen, champ.
Oh.
Oh boy. I just had the bad PC RNG. My computer brought up a window that I had to click off to get rid of. So if you saw me looking panicked for just a moment, that's what that was about. Stop shooting me.
That's called the sticky keys panic.
That's very accurate. Alright, there we go. Nope.
Oh, he's got
Okay,
a
there we
drill. Oh, we didn't get to see what the drill does.
Nope, I blew him up too quickly.
I'm assuming the drill was just for wholesome things like petting puppies. You have no evidence to prove me wrong, so that's what I'm gonna believe.
I mean, every time I see a puppy, I'm like, babe, grab the power drill.
We're gonna gently pet this little puppy between the ears and not murder it. Definitely not. Don't hurt the puppies.
Man, Pippy, you're gonna get me canceled on Twitch.
Drills are actually very safe. Not all drills. Don't play with drills, kids.
Mm-hmm. By the way, that was an imaginary babe. Help me, I am so alone. Okay, moving on, we're going into Titania, and named after the Fairy Queen from Midsummer Night's Dream.
We have a question from the chat. What happens when the boss's shots hit the camera? Do you have like a health bar that's being diminished?
No, the camera just gets completely wiped out and it is offline for a minute or two, so you have to switch to a different camera. Oh heck, I forgot to deploy the lock-on camera, so we're gonna have to get a little bit tricky with this. There we go. Just make sure I didn't leave any entrances open. Curses. Oh boy. Okay, I think we're doing good. That's not good.
So now we're seeing the stress that can be quickly incurred when the cameras are down.
100%.
This is a demonstration, actually.
Okay. We got through that okay, but yeah, if things get away from you in this game, they really get away from you. Wait till the speedy robots start getting deployed.
Well, it does sound like they came to the right stream, because this is a speed run, so I'm happy that the robots start to get on board with the speed.
They do. They want to start getting in on the action, and why are you encouraging them? And I forgot to deploy the lock on camera again. Why am I doing this to myself?
You just gotta keep it interesting and challenging for us.
You know it. So the backup strat, sorry Pippy, I'll just say this real quick. The backup strat
Go for it.
is the crossfire, where you arrange two cameras and they turn to face one, and they get confused and quickly blown up.
That is true. Eternal Lurker that says this is also part of our Zen metaphor. We are learning to see things from every direction. That's definitely true. The robots are just helping us learn a lesson about life.
I love you guys. I mean, yes, this is absolutely the lesson that we should be learning. Ho ho ho. Learn from your elders, my children. Where are you? Oh, I know what I did wrong.
Oh, that little guy was running away!
He did be running.
Is one of your cameras a 80s dance party of tiny robots?
It
for a hot
was.
second there?
So that's what happens when the disruptor hits one of your cameras. It turns your camera into an 80s dance party, which, I mean, honestly, that's the opposite of a problem, but it does tend to inhibit the speedrun. So we just, you know, we avoid it.
It's a creative method of attacking the base.
It is indeed, but our unseen and unnamed enemy, whoever that person is crafty and wily. Okay, we are not going to forget the lock on camera. There we go. Okay. So we get UFOs introduced in this one. So we will have to be on guard for that. I really hate UFOs.
I can see that this base's design does not seem to protect much from attacks from above. That might be a design flaw that you might want to talk to Grippy and Slippy about, that they might want to rectify.
You know, I just work here. But you're right, we probably should get OSHA on that.
Yeah. It really feels like a design oversight. Oh, we have an interesting concept coming up in chat. What is the best robot? In your professional opinion, as a defense technician, what is the best robot?
The best robot is PippyInATopHat. But as far as the in-game robots, ooh, that's a good question, actually. I am... give me a moment, honestly.
I mean, it might have to be other than Rebot, because I don't think that might be a fair race otherwise.
Honestly,
none of the
yeah.
other robots seem to do backflips.
Fair. None of the other robots are as cute. I... honestly, I just kind of like... I think I like the Hi-Ho King. The Hi-Ho King is goals, cute and brawny, and capable of taking care of itself. And yeah, just totally rad, dude. Totally rad.
He has a very constantly surprised looking face, which does make him very endearing on the cuteness factor.
Very endearing and relatable, honestly.
He's also waiting for the RNG manip so he can stop being so surprised by what his fellow robots are doing.
Too real, honestly.
But if anybody in chat has an argument for other favorite robots, we would love to hear them. Because as we've stated, this game is about viewing multiple perspectives. So we also need all perspectives on which is the cutest and most fun robot. It was really rude of that one little locker guy to hold up his locker and defend his friend. I mean, I'm sure that makes him a good friend, but it also makes him rude to you and your mission. Has he not thought about your paycheck?
You know, just so much selfishness taking place in this mining operation right now. Won't somebody think of the children?
Ooh, we have very varied opinions for favorite robot. We've got one vote for the Disruptor, which is a very good wordplay. Got one vote for Soccer Ball Spiders. One vote for our little hi-ho Gogglebot friends.
I do love the hi-hos. They are precious to me, but not so precious that I have trouble destroying them. Okay, we are going to... Actually, okay.
So, do we ever stop seeing any robot? Do we ever have to say goodbye to any of them? Or do we just continue to add more? And always have our little hi-ho friends and our little tanks?
You know, they will always be with us, I think. So fear not, people. Fear not.
That's good. That is good. We also have a question from chat of, can you have multiple lock-on cameras, or is it just limited to the one per level?
It is limited to the one per level. Sadly, we can have different kinds of cameras once we start unlocking them, but we can only have sorry, got a little bit of cognitive overload here. Oh, curses.
Ah, one of your cameras seems to be being abducted.
I know, it's so sad. So very sad.
Is that what the UFOs do? Is they abduct a camera?
It is. It is, and it's awful. What was your question before, Pippy? I'm so sorry.
So you were telling us about we have other types of cameras, but we're limited to the one per level.
Correct. And coincidentally, we just unlocked the slow cam, so now we can have the lock-on cam and the slow cam. So the slow cam might help you out of a jam. Thanks, game, for rhyming. And I usually like to put it next to the core just in case a robot breaks through my defenses. Okay. So now, in this one, we are getting stealth bots. I also like to use the slow cam to destroy UFOs, because it does not mess up my defense as much if I take time with the slow cam to destroy UFOs. Because the whole point of the UFOs is completely distracting you from other things that might be happening, such as robots and... oh no. It's trying to take the slow cam. Okay, we got it. That was a wee bit too close. Okay, you see Stealthbot. He will appear on my screen, but he will not appear on my radar. Which makes him just a wee bit sneaky. Sneakier than normal. But it's alright, we're doing okay. Honestly, I don't mind the Stealthbots that much. They're usually, surprisingly, not too hard to keep track of. As long as you're watching your cameras. I'm just gonna do some preventive shooting here. Yeah, see these sandstorms, they screen enemies.
I do like that you could still see the little eyes poking through the sandstorm.
Yeah, that is kind of cute. Kind of cozy.
We haven't had a lot of love for the little blue bots in our quest to find the cutest robot, and I do think they are quite cute, that after you deprive them of their legs, that they continue to flail around and now they're just small. It feels so sad to do that to them, but it is kind of adorable.
I feel no regrets whatsoever.
See, this is why I think, Happy Bear, it's good that you're the one in the control seat and the rest of us are just here for the ride, because hugging the enemy robots might be not a perfect strategy of defense.
It is not. So any of you who are wanting to do that, please reconsider being a Star Fox Guard speedrunner. Who am I kidding? Everyone who's ever thought about Star Fox Guard speedrunning has reconsidered, except for me.
Well, it just means we have an expert here with us.
Okay, so go ahead, Pippy.
It's never too late to pick up a run like this, if anybody is interested.
That is very true. All you need is a Wii U, a copy of the game, and only half a brain. If you had a full brain, you would not run this game. So you will notice that there are some weird kind of like TV-looking robots appearing. And what those do is those cover the camera and make it look like everything is fine, but in reality it is not fine.
Oh, that's a devious little trick they got there.
It absolutely is.
They're getting smart.
And see, it covered camera 4, and that's where the combat class came from. So yeah, it's pretty tricky and devious.
Oh, Pico's got the right idea. They're just trying to give the cameras a hug. Right? That's just a hug?
They are hugging the cameras, that is technically true, but their hugs are toxic to my speedrun.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Alright, we gotta face some high school lockers and some stealth boys. So that's not great. Okay, we are going to actually move camera 10 so that we can shift this over here. Got some hi-hos coming in, and a sneaky boy. Now we're gonna shift this guy over here. Perfect. Alert viewers of the Happy Bear stream will know that my hello emote is Rob, which is because of this game. I do love this game, even though I rag on it a little bit. I love it. I think it's cute and underrated and super fun. And I'm really glad that I get to showcase it here for the first time. That is something I really am grateful for with Lady Arcaders, is that some games or showcases that would not normally be wanted are able to be shown off at this event, and I think it's wonderful. For instance, Pickle showcased last week, where she did the Monado. That was just super cool and fun. I loved it.
Yeah, if you are new to Lady Arcaders or Attract Mode runs throughout the year. It is our showcase here at Lady Arcaders, where we showcase not only speedruns and going fast, but really anything in video games that you want to share. So we've had some pixel art, we've had some challenge runs, we had a high score run. It's always something new and interesting, and it also can be some more casual things if you want to show off your Animal Crossing town or some video game related music or art. And if you are a woman in gaming, feel free to submit it to Attract Mode, and we'd love to see what you have to share. No, we respect all of chat. We very much respect the very cool pixel art that P-Cool made last week.
Alright, all the things are happening right now.
I can see that this might become a very multitasking heavy speed run very quickly. As if it wasn't already with 12 cameras going.
Yeah, my ADHD serves me well. Oh, what's on this camera? What's on this camera? I'm gonna hyper-focus on this camera and totally ruin my chances of beating this level.
It's just creatively using your strengths. And that's, that's what we like to see. That, ADHD sometimes comes with some very varied skills, such as being a very good defense technician.
I can be a very good defense technician. Alright, this is our next boss level. Only it's not quite a boss level, it's more like supercharging all the challenges you've faced at this point on this planet. So, what is that bot? What could it be? Who can say? Who can say? Okay, we're gonna...
I don't know what he is, but he kind of looks like a Pokemon. Is it Metagross is the Pokemon I'm thinking of?
Yep, we're getting the, oh, there he is. Getting a Pokemon crossover.
Oh!
We just destroyed that gorilla. Take that, DK.
Oh. See, this really is the most like, far-reaching crossover game. We've got some Disney. We've got some Donkey Kong. We've got Rob the Robot and all of the robot love. So we've seen a couple of different maps so far. Do you have any maps that you like more or less than other ones?
You know, that's a really good question. I honestly like the Corneria ones, and not just because it's they're the easier ones. I just like I like the vibe. I like the skybox. I'm a nerd. I like skyboxes. By the way, shout out to Any Austin. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, he does silly things like skybox appreciation on different video games, and it is very entertaining. So I very much suggest y'all go give him a look-see.
I do believe that skyboxes are a bit of an underappreciated element of game design. That is kind of a perk of having the UFOs overhead. That is an excuse to look up and enjoy our surroundings before we go back to shooting adorable robots.
It is very nice. But yeah, I'll be vanilla and go with Corneria. All the other places that we go are they're kind of industrial. Alright, 40% of the game is completed. We love that.
Big snaps!
Alright, so we're gonna go to Zonus next, which is a very polluted water planet.
I see our maps are getting very widespread and intricate.
They are. Welcome to Zonus, the 3rd level of Star Fox Guard. They are getting harder. Alright, be prepared for the most fabulous genderqueer robots of all time.
I think that's more of a get excited, right?
It is. No, get hype, seriously. You're about to meet the most fabulous robots of all time. I think they start in this level. I don't think they're in a different... Oh, yep, there they are. Look at this thing.
Okay, somebody said earlier that this was Star Fox Five Nights at Freddy's. I didn't think we'd be seeing the chicken from Five Nights at Freddy's here. I'm impressed.
Yeah, honestly, like, I haven't really thought about that before, but fair. Those comparisons will hold up even more once you see some of the upcoming enemies. Look at that beautiful robot. That head bob, that fabulous walk. It's just...
He has a good little waddle. He's got some swagger.
He really does.
He's just living his life.
You know, I'm gonna say that the genderqueer geese use they, them pronouns.
Oh, okay. We must respect the pronouns of the robots. Got it. They're just living their life. Unfortunately, you have to end their life with bullets, but
it's not.
They were just living their life.
You know, we can reconstitute them because their memory chips are preserved by the disassociation laser process. That's definitely canon, that none of the robots actually die. They just, you know, the memory chips are like blah 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 onto the ground. And then we pick them up later and repurpose them into kinder, gentler robots.
So all of these adorable robots will live on and now be forces for good. Is that the lore that we've just had unveiled?
Oh yeah, totally. I'm allergic to lying.
Good. So we know there's no lying. All of these robots now live a life on the good side.
You know it. That's exactly what's happening.
This has been a wonderful revelation. I'm sure everybody feels a lot better about murdering all of them now.
I definitely do. Ha 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 ha! Murder! Hoo-hoo!
So do we have any special abilities for our genderqueer duck friends?
Yes, they will grab the cameras and drag them. They will actually like send out hearts to like sort of bamboozle the camera, and then they'll drag it with them as they walk around the base being fabulous. So I don't really want to demonstrate, but I am sure you will see it at least once over the course of the run.
We have some shake-ups for favorites. For anybody just coming in, please let us know your favorite adorable robot friend. We want to hear all of your takes on why one adorable robot is... Oh, we saw the hearts!
You saw the hearts.
That was the perfect demonstration, because we saw the adorable seduction of a camera, but we didn't see any of the bad parts.
Aw, so precious. But not more precious than beautiful Rebot. I actually would like a Rebot emote at some point, but I haven't been able to find like a good reference image for for a potential emote artist to use, so alas, I go Rebot-less on my channel, but...
Rebot kind of looks like one of those like origami frog type of things that you could fold and like push down on its butt and it does a little backflip. Anybody seen those? That's what he looks like. I might have to make one of those to be my little Rebot friend.
I'm here for it. Wait. Uh-oh. Alright, so now we get introduced to the invisible enemies that show up on our radar, but not on screen.
Oh yes, also love for an animated emote. So Rebot can flip.
You know, if somebody can make that happen, then I would 100% put it on my channel and pay them appropriately. Because I definitely need this in my life.
Rebot best bot, indeed. Indeed. So when our little spider friends explode and leave our pink dust clouds, if you know that a robot is hiding in there, can we still shoot at it? Or will it have a chance to miss or anything like that?
No, if we can hit it while it's in the dust cloud, it will 100% hit.
Oh, perfect.
So that's a good strategy is, you know, if you see a dust cloud erupt and, you know, you're a little bit suspicious, yeah, totally shoot at it. And honestly, half the time, you'll hit something and be happier that you were proactive instead of just waiting around for people to just waltz in into your base.
this also is indeed a speedrun, so we do like being proactive.
We do. We absolutely do. You know, honestly, I'm starting to think that maybe this entire game is just a metaphor for dating. Get away from me, you gorilla! Get away, you spider full of gas! Yep, totally bad dating.
I've never been on a dating app that had a robot gorilla and a spider full of gas, but be an interesting experience. I like to think that maybe this is all about self-care. We're taking care of ourselves. We're pushing away all of the bad vibes that are coming towards us in whatever forms they might take. Sometimes they're seductively cute, and sometimes they are genderqueer ducks, but this is self-preservation.
You know, I like that. That's better than my metaphor, Pippy. This is why you're my commentator, so you can kind of pull me back when I'm saying dumb things and be like, hey, Happy Bear, maybe you shouldn't joke about that.
Well, I think this could also apply to when you're out in the dating scene. Be sure to take care of yourself.
If somebody is treating you like a gorilla, then you just blow them away, man.
Oh, or Eternal Lurker is correcting me that is just the normal dating experience. Maybe we might not all have experienced it. But finding robot gas spiders is a hazard of modern day life.
It's real. I mean, there's so many bots on Tinder and Bumble and places like that, like, right? You just gotta...
You never thought about it, yeah.
You just gotta find the bot that's right for you, that you can settle down in holy matrimony with. Alright, we got these gigantic jumping bots now, that's exciting. Okay, so we're at the point now where we actually gotta start moving our cameras because the game is not going to cover for us. So we do get a little bit of time lost that way, but it is better than being frantic later on. Got our fabulous chicken robots. And our hi-hos. Yeah, hi-hos are pretty standard throughout most of the game as distraction robots. They're not too dangerous, but they can be quite troublesome. Because they'll just randomly explode and knock out like 4 cameras. It's terrible.
They're deceptive. You see, their cuteness is a tool that they're trying to use to convince us that they're definitely harmless. Was that robot on a spring?
That robot was on a spring, Pippy. What?
Can he jump?
He can...
That's so cute!
No, no. In a few minutes you're going to be asking yourself, what fresh hell have I entered now?
Oh, I do forget that we don't have great coverage from above. Jumping might be bad.
Exactly. We do, at level 25, get a hovering cam, which hovers over the battlefield. But unfortunately, it is not available to us during the any percent run.
What level do we get up to by the end of this run, typically?
It'll be about... about level 20 is where we get up to. Also, you notice the oil spills that the robots can now use to slide on to slide faster to their objectives. Terrible. We just got access to the freeze cam, which is helpful for zapping large enemies. Because if you shoot them all frozen, then they just instantly explode. Which is, let me tell you, pretty darn handy. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with. We're dealing with gorillas and locker rooms and cute hangout boys.
Just entire locker room is what they've sent to infiltrate the base.
It is.
What's the scariest thing we can think of? Is an entire high school locker room. They're really using psychological warfare. Is that a plan?
I mean, for most women, the idea of rolling into a men's locker room is pretty horrifying. So, so we've got a new enemy, the Grumpy Boys. They blow air at us to force the camera skyward, so that it cannot look downwards. Fortunately, it is quite easy to defeat them. You just gotta move your control stick back down.
I'm starting to think that this base's really fatal flaw is the lack of roof.
Yeah, this is definitely not an OSHA compliant workplace. But by the way, OSHA stands for Organization of Super Hot Arcaders. Just in case any of you were wondering.
I've always wondered that. You know what? That makes sense. That they're making sure that the workplace is safe for all their fellow super hot arcaders.
Oh, heck.
That locker really is just moonwalking into the base.
Very irritating if you ask me. Yeah, those things go really fast. Pretty obnoxious. Alright, we're just speeding through Zonus here. Making a pretty good time, honestly.
That is what we like to see in a speedrun.
Yeah, right? I wish I had better commentary for your comment than yeah, right?
It seems we have a poll in chat for would you swipe right for Rebot? This is a very interesting question that I personally have never considered before.
Well, you didn't even know Rebot was a thing. Oh, Speedy
Yeah,
Boy.
it's true.
Speedy Boys in chat. Any Speedy Boy enjoyers?
Moonwalking into the house uninvited again is the perfectly accurate depiction of dating. That sounds like it has an interesting life experience behind it.
Yeah, that's suspiciously specific, in my opinion.
Oh, see, I like the Speedy Boys. We shoot them, and then they just turn around and they fly their little rockets away. And then also explode. But fly their little rockets peacefully away.
Actually, they fly their little rockets right into the heart of our home and right into our hearts and destroy us.
Oh.
So...
Well, that sounded lovely until the destruction part.
That's why we gotta blow them Speedy Boys up.
It's good that they're also wearing helmets. I'm glad that safety first, you know?
Safety first in dating, always wear a helmet.
when you're riding a rocket at high speeds into the enemy base, always wear a helmet. Look at him go.
That was a rebot time loss. We had to watch him jump over walls and stuff. Super cute.
He's also trying to tell everybody that we need higher walls, but has some trouble communicating, so he communicates through the language of creative hopping. It's like interpretive dance. That's my understanding, at least. Of course, we'll need the expert to confirm if that's correct or not.
Interpretive dance? Yeah, very accurate. Mm-hmm.
Ah, yeah. The froggy robot is named Rebot. He is our best friend.
He is definitely friend-shaped.
Oh my goodness, the Speedy Boys make fun little boop noises!
They do.
You know, they are quickly moving up the ranks of, like, we all need to, after this, go make tier lists as to what is the cutest robot. There's too many choices.
You know, I would support a little after party where we just make tier lists.
So we've talked about who is your favorite robot. Who is not winning the favorite robot contest? Who is the bottom tier of robots? No offense to them, but much offense.
Oh wait, I lost him.
Oh no!
That is a good question. I will probably say the speed rockets. I really don't like those guys. They are very stressful to deal with, and I don't like them. For that reason. They're so speedy, they can instantly destroy a run in moments. And I just don't like anyone who messes with my speedrun.
Ooh, a fun take. Invisible robots are a bottom tier because they're invisible, so you can't see how cute they are. That is true.
I mean, that is very fair.
The ones that are only visible on radar, are they cute on the radar? We can't see, so we'll just have to take your word for it.
They are shaped like little blobs, so they're not that cute.
I also see we have a ghost robot.
We do. So the ghost robot is very obnoxious. The ghost robot will get blown up and then ghost you. And then, see, it's all about dating people. Just like I said. And then we'll, oh boy. Yeah, we just lost a camera. That's not good. Oh boy.
We're gonna have to call in tech support on that one.
Yes, we are. Uh-oh.
Have we tried turning it off and back on again?
That would invalidate my speedrun.
Oh. How about we not turn it off and back on again? Oh, it seems to be turning itself back on. That's good. That apparently the IT department for the something 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 mining corporation is very, very quick, very prompt.
Thank God they're good at something.
I'm anxiously awaiting the sequel to this game, where instead of becoming a defense technician, we become a member of the IT department, and you just go around fixing cameras. Be like a time management sim.
That could be fun.
And yes, shout out to all of the tech that keeps this wonderful stream running, and hopefully will continue to keep this wonderful stream running. And all the future Attract Mode showcases, as well as the Lady Arcader Super Showcase, which will be happening later this month. Thank everything that somebody knows what's going on in the tech department, because it sure is not me.
Okay, we in. Oh my goodness, what is it?
It's a big bird!
It's the amazing bigender bird, Queen Collectron. Whoa,
Oh
check
my
out that
goodness.
gigantic bird bot.
Oh my goodness, this is an intense showdown with the Queen Burb.
I know, right? Oh boy.
Oh. So, like, the Queen's genderqueer underlings, can she also attract the camera? Oh no, or we have underlings walking around.
We do, they are all over.
Oh, we're being swarmed by seduction.
Swarmed by seduction. Boy, that sounds like the opposite of a problem to me.
It's because we have Rebot on our side.
Who could avoid being seduced by Rebot? Not me, PippyInATopHat. Not me.
Everybody just really wants to be friends with Rebot. As it turns out, Rebot is actually quite shy and only wants to be friends with a master defense technician. So, we're sorry, Queen Clucktron.
Sorry, Clucky. Your luck done run out. There's a new Master Chief in town. Alright, we're on to Fortuna. This is where things start getting quite sketchy. You're going to see some, pandemic-causing bots. Which, relatable. Hey, what are you doing on my turf? Trespassers aren't welcome. Who is that mysterious voice, chat? I'll never tell.
See, now we're getting into the big third act reveals, right?
We are.
This is where the story's going to get interesting.
This is where the fun begins. Okay, so now you see these red tanks, which when they get shot, they go into invulnerable mode. So we have to deal with them. Which, let me tell you, a little bit annoying.
That tank does seem to have just set up camp.
It did, and now he's going to pop back out to try to destroy us, but we just have to destroy him a little bit more.
You know, I think the red tanks just get a little overwhelmed. They need to sort of take a break. Which I'm sure we all can relate to. However, most of us don't then proceed to attempt to explode somebody's place of dwelling. So, you know, can't relate to everything.
Can't relate to everything. Or can we? The showrunner for the show is named Metroid Prime, after all.
We'll have to see. Was the mysterious voice who's sending all of these robots after you, was that secretly Metroid Prime?
It was, I can confirm it. Sorry for the spoilers.
Oh my goodness. We've had a development. Prime, you've been lying to us? How could you?
Crime is actually just a CPU and has been fighting me in this game for the past 6 years.
That's a long time!
It's a long time. But who am I to try to understand the motivations of a criminal?
Crime, I think we really need to work on letting your grudges go. Rebot chose Happy Bear and is very happy.
Rebot loves me, Crime. And no one else. This is an awkward love triangle, or how many people have been talking about Rebot in chat? Maybe this is a love to decahedron.
Yeah, this shape's got a lot of sides. Rebot's got a lot of admirers.
Understandable.
Well, if you want to also achieve the affections of Rebot, it is the case that if you have a Wii U, you also can play this game. This is Star Fox Guard for the Nintendo Wii U, and you could also pick it up and you could try the speedrun out yourself. And then maybe Rebot will return your affections. Or we're starting a cult to Rebot. That's also an option.
Cult of the Lamb? How about Cult of the Android?
That is true. We thought that the cult fun was a new development. It turns out that it's been going for years.
So, one thing I want to point out is camera placement is really important. I mentioned this earlier, but you see how with this stage, I positioned camera 11 so that I can look at 2 corridors at the same time. Not all the levels allow you to do that, but there are some where you can kind of game the system a little bit and have cameras covering multiple corridors. So that's definitely a strat to use as a speedrunner for this game. Alright, this is where we see viral infection for the first time.
That sounds concerning.
It is, Pippy, it is. Ah, dang it. Okay, so you see this virus-looking thing. Content warning, things that are shaped like viruses. So what those do is they send false enemy positives for you to see on your radar, which are very confusing and not good. it can really...
I'd like to choose to think that this is how you can get over all of your frustrations with recent epidemic problems that we've had in the world today, is just shoot them. Now you can shoot them.
100%. You go on and shoot that coronavirus. Don't shoot up with it like a lot of Florida kids did back at the beginning of the pandemic, but shoot your frustrations. Better yet, get a gigantic bow and arrow, go out to some archery range, and just go ham, man. Woman? Person? I actually dated a lady once. I'd be like, hey, what's up, man? And she'd be like, I am a woman. I'd be like, Anne.
Gendered language sure is an interesting addition to English.
It definitely is. And honestly, like, I, you know, if somebody doesn't, like, because I know there's a pushback against guys, which I think is totally fair and reasonable. So maybe we're going to do the same thing for a man, where we're just going to be like, whoa, that's totally bodacious, person. I'm here for it.
I would like to point out that just like that, you seem to have cured all of our virus issues. They're all gone now? The base is safe?
That is true. I studied with Anthony Fauci in Star Fox Guardology for several years.
Yes, remember though that the lasers are in fact a metaphor. The lasers are in fact a metaphor for washing your hands and using proper PPE, I think. I think that's how it works. Can we confirm?
Yes, that absolutely is the way. This is the way, all you Mandalorians out there. This entire thing is a metaphor. This, for legal purposes, this entire game is a joke.
Yes, there are very varied job requirements we're learning for being a base defense technician.
There are, chief among which is a firm grasp of irony and metaphor, and a willingness to not take yourself too seriously. Also, how about them space onions in the background?
We had some comments earlier that the high hose looked a bit like space onions. Those are indeed, I don't know how to describe them other than space onions, so maybe the high hose and the space onions are friends. Maybe on a hot summer day, one of those little high hose is gonna curl up under space onion and read a good book. It's the world I want to live in.
Me too. I would love to curl up under a space onion and read a good book. How about you, chat? Any space onion enjoyers?
When was the last time you really took some time for yourself? Because remember, this game's all about self-care, right? This is another metaphor. But when was the last time you really took some time for yourself? You sat under a space onion, had a good book, maybe a good, maybe bring your Nintendo Switch or Wii U and play a good video game. Start playing Star Fox Guard at the same time and get kind of recursive about it. You know, there are options.
Well, we do love recursion because we're hipsters.
I see.
Was that your hipster voice, Pippy?
Do I have a hipster voice? That might just be my regular voice. I have been known to wear a beanie, so I think whether or not I'm a hipster is up to interpretation.
Well, damn, if you're wearing a beanie, like, that's the hippest thing I've ever heard.
Yes, so, does Rebot like to sing songs to us? Does he often sing us a song?
Yes, he often sings the song of his people. After every stage, in fact.
Does he have other songs that he sings, or is it just his favorite that he really enjoys?
He is a huge fan of singing, it is true. Okay, we have gotten way off base here.
It is very impressive that while we continue to come up with deeper and deeper metaphors for the lore of this game, you also continue to breeze through these levels where a million different things are going on. It's very commendable.
Well, it is nice having lovely conversation partners such as Pippy and Chat. Keep those questions coming, Chat. This is really fun. I'm digging it.
Yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by to Attract Mode today. And for coming to see the unveiling, the first showing of this beautiful run. Also, was that a snail robot?
That was a snail robot, Pippy.
Snail bot?
Okay, I forgot
can't
to
wait
do
to see
this.
that.
Gotta blow him up, sorry.
You blew him up so fast I didn't even get to see if he was cute. Oh, well that's... I feel like we've had two different approaches to the hot weather right there. A fan or large quantities of ice. Both are probably pretty effective. Though maybe not freezing your fan. That might not work as well. So do you think when we are repurposing these robots to turn them into good guy robots, do we just turn the fan ones into actual fans? Are we going to make the base more OSHA compliant by giving it air conditioning?
I think that is a wonderful idea.
So I see now that I can see at the very least you have both the freeze cam and the slow cam set up. Is there any limit to the amount of specialized cameras that you can have beyond just one of each, or can you only have like the two? Because correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see our friend the lock-on camera. Have we moved on from him?
Yeah, so it's just situational. So the higher our level gets, the more cameras we can deploy. So we can deploy 2 different cameras right now. So we have to be a little bit careful about the way we deploy them. But, yeah, freeze and slow is a pretty good combo. I only break out lock-on if we're going to face the locker room. No locker room, no lock-on cam.
So do you have kind of committed to memory what enemies to expect in each area?
Well, it tells you at the beginning.
Oh, perfect.
So it's easy to tell usually. So the ones we're going to be facing here are Speedy Boys and Snails.
The 2 extremes.
The 2 extremes.
It makes sense that they're friends.
Opposites do attract.
It goes back to our lovely dating metaphor from earlier, but sometimes the bots just fall for other bots, and that can also be true love. So what is the ability of our little snail friends? We've been destroying them so fast that we haven't even gotten to see what they bring to the table.
Their ability is to go deceptively up there. There it goes. They just kind of like go deceptively fast. They're so slow that it's easy to ignore them. Oops.
Oh, we've had 2 cameras be romanced now.
Aw, love is in the air, Pippy.
Really, who are we to stand in the way of that camera and its lovely genderqueer duck?
Truly.
Oh, there goes another one! Do they ever bring them back, or they're just gone?
Yeah, we'll see more snails.
No, the cameras. We've had some cameras snatched by our little duck friends.
Yeah, they you can reset them after you destroy the bird.
Ah, perfect.
I believe they're called squawkies, actually, based on the bonus level that we just got access to. Which, what a cute name. Squawkies. Oh, here come the matryoshkas. So,
Do we have robots inside of robots?
Yes, we do, as a matter of fact. Good knowledge of Russian. Okay, so yes. There we go. Yes, robots inside of robots inside of robots. Alright, Babushka, do your worst.
Oh, they look like little Rubik's Cubes!
They are. They are just little Rubik's Cubes. Very much friend-shaped.
That's the pro move, to store your Rubik's Cube inside your larger Rubik's Cube?
This lady Rubik's Cubes. Have you ever done a Rubik's Cube, Pippy?
I did used to be able to do them. I kind of don't remember the ending. So, nobody judge my Rubik's Cube skills now.
I'm gonna end my showcase right now so that you can show off your skills with a Rubik's Cube.
I don't know how well that's gonna go. Can you solve a Rubik's Cube, Happy Bear?
I cannot. I cannot.
Well, if you can solve a Rubik's Cube, please educate us.
I can blow up these evil Rubik's Cubes. Defense successful, as usual. Pippy, you want to make some Rebot mouth noises for us?
What is Rebot saying? He goes, was that close?
that was totally perfect. I loved it.
Perfect. See, Rebot's trying to teach us all to be better singers and better communicators. Teaching us the arts of interpretive dance and also the arts of song.
One other thing I forgot to mention is on my gamepad it will actually show me how many enemies are going to deploy in a certain area. It does not tell me which ones, but it will tell me how many, so I can kind of arrange my cameras accordingly, which is very helpful. So that is something nice. I just missed it.
Do those hints change based on like the RNG of the level, or is it always going to be the same for that level?
You know, that is a really good question. I believe it stays static, but I have not tested.
We're gonna need some speedrun science in here.
We need some speedrun science.
There are a lot of career opportunities in the world of Star Fox Guard. You could be a defense tech, you could be a scientist, you can be IT. There's no small part. This does make me realize, though, what are we defending at the core of our base, other than just Rebot?
So,
who is obviously worth defending.
Yeah, I believe that's the actual mining laser. So it's drilling deep into the planet to pull out precious metals.
Is Rebot a laser operator? Is that... Does Rebot have a job, or is Rebot just, like, moral support?
Pigma, you own Astromine. Oh no, it's not Metroid Crime, it's Pigma Dangar.
Oh no! I fell for the fake out!
So did I. How did I not know that it was Pigma? And I have the world record on this. Weird. The implication, you are correct. Pippy, is that that Rebot is actually a master laser operator.
Rebot's a robot frog of many talents.
Right?
Never underestimate Rebot.
Never underestimate Rebot.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Neutronium would like to know if we know what engine this game uses. I have no clue, so...
This game definitely runs on Unreal Engine 6.
Well, there you have it.
So called because that engine does not exist.
Ah! It is truly unreal.
Truly.
Well, this is in space, so maybe it's in the future when Unreal Engine does progress that far.
You're too good to me, Pippy. Oh boy. That lad just flew right in there. Excuse me. Oh. Getting a little hoarse.
It's a good reminder, everyone, if you are planning to do a 2 or more hour speedrun, or even if you're planning on doing a shorter speedrun, always remember to hydrate and take care of yourself during these long runs.
Yeah, I forgot to do that, and now I'm paying the price.
We'll have plenty of time for hydration at the post-stream tier list party. Which I'm gonna say my tier list, my bottom tier is gonna be the little viruses. Not really for me. But do we have little magnet robots now?
We have little magnet robots now, so what they do is they draw all the cameras towards them, which, you know, they have a pretty wide radius, so there's 4 of them. 4 cameras in the area. They draw 4 of those cameras together, and, whoa, all of a sudden, you can't see a dang thing.
So you said we're going to get up to level 20, and I can't help but notice we are almost at level 20. Is this the big climactic ending of our story here today.
This is the big climactic ending. Pigma.
Surprise!
Surprise!
I finally figured out where you've been keeping your precious metals.
That's definitely the Pigma voice. Oh no. He's found Grippy. Now take a close look at what Grippy looks like. Whoa, what a strangely familiar pattern on the surface. Who was that? Alright, team. We got 10 more levels. And then... the work will be done.
We'll have defended the mining facility. Although I am concerned that Grippy is using the money from this mining operation to carve planets, unless that was a naturally occurring pattern. That might not be the best use of financial gains.
Honestly, Pippy, who can understand the wonders of nature? I certainly can't.
That's true. That it could be just a wild coincidence.
And if you believe that, I've got some beachfront property in Idaho to sell you.
Do share more. I would like to hear about my car's extended warranty as well.
If you or a loved one have been affected by mesothelioma, then you might be able to sue for $90 bajillion.
Does Grippia have beachfront property? Is there? I didn't see any water. This planet looks a little sparse.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to think this might be a scam.
Well, you're thinking rightly.
Oh no. How could they do this to me?
I don't know, Pippy. I'll destroy them for you.
Thank you. Thank you. They really do deserve some comeuppance for their horrible crimes against the sad and gullible population of Grippia. This really is a twist that we're coming across here.
I mean, I told you that this was going to be like the Star Fox version of Game of Thrones at the beginning of this run, so...
Yeah, I very much should have believed you on that one.
Yeah, I definitely did say that. Do not go back and look at the VOD to see if I actually said that.
Yes, we are not gullible, and we only believe statements when they are 100% true, and I 100% believe Happy Bear.
That is definitely the definition of gullible.
Yes. Got it.
Alright, so in this level we're going to be fighting stealthy boys. I'm alright with that.
We got both variants.
Both variants. One comes from the Prime Universe, and one comes from the universe where the Avengers were defeated.
As we said, crossover with Disney.
You thought I was joking. But you thought wrong.
That's why we always believe you.
Exactly. The proof of it is right there. The proof is in the Happy Bear pudding. I don't know what that means.
We also do have to put a lot of trust in you. That by the nature of this level, we only can see half of the robots that are coming at you. So, as chaotic as our gameplay feed looks, we have to think about the knowledge that it's probably more chaotic on your end.
Okay, you're seeing a random purple robot right now. He does not harm us. You can shoot him for additional precious metals. Excuse me, but we do not need additional precious metals because we just don't care. They are not needed in this game.
So he's just a good little friend.
He's definitely friend-shaped. So that's one robot that we don't need to shoot. So
Perfect.
But yeah, he can give you like 50 extra precious metals if you want to up your precious metals faster. Up your level faster, I should say. But anyway. Upping the intensity.
So we're seeing a lot of the speedrun tech that goes into this. How is this game as a casual experience? Would you recommend it as a casual playthrough for anybody out there interested in befriending some little robots?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely fun. And you definitely are, oh, hang on. There we go. You definitely are, excuse me, able to just have a really good chill time with it. You can, you know, take it at your own pace, just do like a couple levels a day if you want. It's really casual. Honestly, there's really no need to go faster with that. So yeah, totally recommend it.
Everybody wants to sign up for hanging out with Rebot. Rebot's got a very busy social calendar.
Well,
Like, you know, it's hard to get in his time.
totally understandable. Yeah, I'm grateful that I can introduce my friend Rebot to the entire world. Okay, so we don't like these new varieties of gorillas because they throw things. To paraphrase Poe Dameron, they throw things now? And the answer is yes, they do. They absolutely...
It's a little bit rude.
Very rude.
So I'm assuming the projectiles that they're launching at you are not good for the camera systems and, you know, maybe all of the other infrastructure we have set up.
That is...
Oh, that was a snipe.
Yeah, I do like to snipe from time to time, but yeah, so you're correct. We do not like those bombs that they throw because they are extremely detrimental to our health. Speedsters and Slowpokes. This is the Star Fox Guard edition of Dungeons and Dragons. So.
Oh.
So all of you nerds in chat, enjoy it. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do the slow, and then we're gonna do the freezy.
So are we trying to slow down all of the speedsters coming at us with the slow cam?
We are, as a matter of fact.
Ah yes, the level for speedrunners and also non-speedrunners is our sentiment from chat. This is the marriage between speedrunners and casual game players, yeah?
It is.
So I do also have a question for you. How did you get into speedrunning this game? What drew you to this one? if you have time dealing with all of our robot friends, because they do seem to be on a quest to try and make your day worse, which we don't like. Oh, we seem to have lost your mic audio, Happy.
There we go, I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go.
I had to mute to clear my throat for a moment and did a dumb, which is...
Oh. We are very happy to have you back.
Thank you, ma'am. Very kind of you. So yeah, I like being a speedrun pioneer. I like speedrunning games that no one else has done or that very few people have done. That is very fulfilling to me. So I bought the Star Fox Zero Star Fox Guard double pack. Was very disappointed with Star Fox Zero. I recently bought it again. We're gonna try it again. So we'll see what happens with that. But I liked playing Star Fox Guard, and so when I first started getting into speedrunning, I went through all my games and was like, okay, which ones haven't really been speedrun? And there was a leaderboard for this, but no one had ever submitted a Star Fox Guard speedrun. So I was like, I'm gonna do that. So pioneered the speedrun and really feel good about that.
So have you done a lot of the routing for this yourself, or have you had help along the way?
I mean, there's really just one route. I just go through the game as intended, but as far as developing the strategies for it and all that, yeah, that's all been me. No one has helped me or anything like that. So I do feel a little bit proud of pioneering this game and the different strategies that good speedrunners should use for it.
Yeah, that is really cool, and also a lot of work that should definitely be appreciated.
Thank you. That's very kind. I just love speedrunning. I love being a part of it. I love helping to expand the boundaries of the sport. I have a YouTube channel, so I do YouTube speedrunning documentaries. I kind of split between doing profiles of individual speedrunners and profiles of individual games that, again, don't get as much attention. Summoning Salt is doing the games with hundreds of people on the leaderboards and things like that, and that's wonderful. I love Summoning Salt's videos. But, where's the love for some of the smaller speedrunning communities too? So I did my first smaller Animal Crossing speedrunning video my first smaller community speedrunning video was Animal Crossing. And where are you? There you are. It was on Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I had a blast with it. I really enjoyed it. So we're making a push for more subscribers right now, so I will self-promote a little bit on that. We're almost to 350 subscribers, and I'm very excited about that.
So, everybody thinks self-promotion is all icky and everything, so I'll promote boldly for you. Everybody should go subscribe to Happy Bear on YouTube so you can go see some of those documentary-style videos. I know I probably will have some catching up to do on those because I do love me some speedrunning content.
Well, y'all are super nice. So thank you. But yeah, I just love speedrunning, which is what I was trying to say earlier, is just any way that I can get involved. I love volunteering for Lady Arcaders. I'm volunteering for Last that's coming up, which I'm super pumped about. I did some volunteering for Flame Fatales a couple weeks ago, and yeah, it just is a really exciting thing to be a part of, especially with raising money for charity. Gamers, speedrunners are so generous, and I am just always blown away at how generous people are.
We do have a question from chat of what is your YouTube channel called, so we can more properly do as much promotion as possible.
Sure, so my YouTube channel is Happy Bear. I don't have the link right now, but if you just search like Happy Bear Speedrun on YouTube, then you'll find it.
I'll see if I can find it for you.
Several of the videos on there are from before I publicly transitioned, so the voice is quite a bit deeper. So just be aware, so you're not like, oh, this is the wrong person. This sounds nothing like Happy Bear.
Oh, Eternal Lurker's got the link for us. Thank you so much, Eternal Lurker.
Eternal Lurker, you're MVP. Another successful defense.
So are you planning to release any or work on any new videos for the YouTube soon that we can kind of have an insider peek at?
Yeah, so my next video, which I have the script for, just need to record the dialogue and put all the footage together. The next video is going to be about the grandfather of all YouTube speedrunning videos. So if you can guess who that is, then more power to you.
We've had an update from chat, and I did just confirm you are now over 350 subs on YouTube.
Wonderful.
Congratulations!
Thank you everyone. That is so kind of you. I love this community so much. Like, everyone is just so helpful and friendly and kind. Y'all are just like little Boy Scouts. Helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. I still know the Scout Law, I think. Ish. The Eagle Scout to Trans Woman pipeline is very real.
Really?
It is. It is. It's quite surprising, actually. But, yeah, it is a real thing, so definitely proud to be part of that niche group. Well, I hope that anyone who watches the YouTube content will be happy. I'm quite proud of it. But for now, we gotta focus on getting through the rest of this game. We are almost done.
Yeah. I'm a little excited and also nervous to see what our final boss is gonna be, considering our other two wonderful bosses. Can it hold up to that level of wonderful name and also adorable?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. I completely believe you. That you've got me sold.
You should believe me. I'm completely trustworthy.
That is the wink of somebody who's very trustworthy. I definitely believe you. Oh, we have another Eagle Scout to trans friend in the chat for you, so y'all can talk about shared experiences.
Yeah, seriously, I would love to know who that is, but they can DM me so they don't dox themselves. Alright.
So as we're getting towards the end, is it really picking up the difficulty, or is it just, is there any kind of smooth sailing? Do you ever just get into a rhythm and slide through?
Yeah, there have been a few levels where it's been kind of challenging, but I'll never tell which ones they are. You'll never get that information out of me.
That is the beauty of a speedrun, that, like, we can't see too many of the little missteps. Everything looks pretty darn smooth from our vantage point.
Oh boy.
Was that our genderqueer duck friend who made that sound? That was so upsetting!
It was. I'm so sorry.
Oh, your camera's been snatched.
Good golly.
By a lovely friend. Oh no! I think the duck could still be a good duck. We don't know where the duck was taking the camera. It could have just really needed to borrow the camera. We don't know that was nefarious purposes. We also changed our color scheme there. Is there any reason for that? That it went all dark on us?
I think it was because I almost got the core blown up. So that was really bad. My defense completely collapsed, and I avoided getting blown up 3 separate times. So yeah, that was a little bit sketchy.
Expertly avoided, however.
Look at my face. Sketchy face. Okay, we can handle this. We don't have any speedy boys, so that's very helpful.
It is always fun because RNG is often talked about as such a big scary element in speedruns, but seeing a run that's so kind of reactive to RNG is always a really interesting time, because there's got to be a lot of thought and skill that goes into sort of keeping everything running and responding to literally whatever the game throws at you. Which is very impressive. Very well done so far.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, perhaps the duck wanted to become a streamer. Perhaps the duck also wanted to become a YouTuber. Perhaps the duck was inspired by your YouTube journey. And wanted to think, wow, maybe I want to make speedrun documentaries. We never know.
One never knows. Who will be touched by your example?
You could have just inspired a duck to live out their dreams as a speedrun content creator. How does it feel? This is now an interview.
It just feels so beautiful. Okay, we are in serious trouble right now, people.
We seem to be surviving the serious time, though, which is... That was... low-key incredible to watch.
That was wow. Wow, that was really scary. But we made it through. That was all the regular levels in the game. And now we just have to do the final boss.
Alright, and you said this is going to have a really fun and creative name and be really cute.
Yep, super, super cute and adorable. If you like things from hell.
That's an interesting genre. We're gonna have to see. What are we using these precious metals for? What are we using the precious metals for? And what is Pigma using the precious metals for? Is there any update from the plot?
No, there's not, but oh no! Our base on Corneria is getting attacked, because we're controlling everything from Corneria. Look, we're getting blown up! Oh no! You think you're safe at home sitting in Corneria? Well, don't get too comfy, you've got some visitors heading your way. Also, this is the strongest metal ever. Like, just lasers shooting it everywhere, and nothing. What in the world is that?
I'm kind of living for the soundtrack right now.
It's pretty good. Infernal Joker.
So is the final boss a tank from Jupiter?
It is, as a matter of fact.
Or Jupiter? Saturn. I'm sorry. I know planets. Saturn has rings. Jupiter's just big.
Thank goodness for this convenient Deus Ex Machina.
It's very nice of Fox and Slippy to come back.
It really is. Also, I love the R-Wing design. I think it is so cool. One of the coolest spacecraft designs ever.
So now we're fighting the entire planet of Saturn. Yes?
We are. All those Saturnians, they're shooting us right now.
Really, it's quite an unfortunate event that Saturn and Corneria could not work it out.
I know, right?
Also, I did not realize Saturn was so small in comparison to Corneria. Corneria must be a very large planet.
For Sirius, your astronomical knowledge is impressive.
So is the planet of Saturn also trying to shoot out our cameras right now?
Oh boy.
We got treated to an 80s dance video again for a second.
Enjoy the 80s dance videos, people. Oh god, it's the devil himself.
This is an interesting turn for this game to take.
Yes, it is.
I'd like to give a shout out to this soundtrack throughout the game. This is very, like, fun music just all through. I've been a big fan.
I am a fan of this music too. Come on.
Do you have a favorite track in the game?
Yeah, good question. Okay, there we go. Phase 2 down. I just kind of like the regular Star Fox theme, to be honest. It seems like there's one other. Oh, the end credits theme. I really love the end credits theme.
Oh, did Saturn just turn into a flying red skull?
Saturn literally turned into the devil.
With a giant cannon in its mouth.
Yeah. And now it's flapping its wings at us. Oh no! Help me!
Oh gosh, that took out a lot of cameras.
It did.
This has been a surprising turn in art style. I can't say I'm entirely against it though. That's kind of incredible.
I mean, honestly, like, this has real strong Kirby vibes, where it's like, at the beginning of the game, it's just like, Kirby ate a sandwich and he's adorable, and by the end of the game, you're literally, like, fighting existential horror demons who, like, want to completely destroy you.
Oh yeah, if anybody hasn't seen, like, the compilations of, like, all the final Kirby fights, those are wild to look through.
Oh, wonderful. Defense successful. How wonderful. Did we beat the game, everyone? I'll never tell.
I think we did. I think there's definitely no secret ending, and this is 100%. You destroyed the devil.
I
There's
did.
There's nothing more that can be done.
I killed Satan herself.
Yep. So definitely the run is over. Oh no!
Oh no, how's possible? Okay, time. That's it. It's over.
Oh, just one last hurrah. I see.
Just wanted to get in a few little shots there. So, everyone who's watching right now is very privileged because you just witnessed the first ever deathless run of Star Fox Guard ever. That is something that I've never managed to do, even in, I believe, the world record run. So, congratulations.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Pippy, what was my final time on that?
Our final time, according to our timer, is 2:19:49.
I'll take it.
And what'd you say the world record was right now?
2:03 actually. So, this was comparatively slow, but you can have a lot of variance with this run if you get blown up a couple times. So, the fact that we came in 11 minutes under estimate, the practice runs I was doing was like 2 hours 30 minutes. So, just kind of like de-resting, getting back into it. Obviously, it really helped, and I'm totally fine with this deathless run. It feels good.
Yeah, very respectable time and very incredible run. Thank you so much for sharing this with us and also for taking us on this journey of deathless tower defense. It's had a lot of twists and turns.
It has had a lot of twists and turns, but thank you everyone for coming on this journey with me. We have one more thing to do though before we end. We have to get to the credits so that everyone can see the amazing credits that this game has. They have no right to go as hard as they do, but they are incredible. So,
yes, the only reason why this wasn't world record was definitely because of mandatory rebot time losses. That sounds believable to me.
Exactly. We had 16 minutes of rebot time losses. That's exactly what happened.
They really add up.
They do. It was like 5 minutes for one, 5 minutes for another one, 5 minutes for the third one, and suddenly you're at 2 minutes and 19 seconds. 2 hours and 19 minutes. I can't tell. Boy, Pippy or Slippy has just. I can't tell the two of you apart. Damn it.
I was asked earlier about rating Slippy's hat. I do like that it's very small and sits right in the middle of his head. It's really a power move. It's a very high rating hat, honestly.
Peak fashion in the 42nd century.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a 10 out of 10 hat, but I would give it like at least a 7. I could probably be talked higher. Ratings for hats is something I take very seriously, so it's very hard to get a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, you know, I'm just proud that he was able to do as good as he did. Look at that beautiful diamond formation. Now they just look like they're just hovering there. You bunch of show-offs. Fly like normal people.
I do love our loading screens have the little robots and the little picture of the map on it. Little friend! Oh, how reassuring.
Come on, everybody. We gotta dance. We're gonna have a dance party at the end of this Lady Arcaders showcase.
I appreciate that what's coming back for the credits is our 80s dance party. You know, they watched all those 80s dance videos and now they learned how to dance!
You also can be a little bit mean if you want to.
Gonna boop him? Oh no!
We've got our
Well, we can't boop our ducks.
No, absolutely not. This is my favorite song in the game, Pippy. I love this song.
It's a good choice. Oh, are those the ones that we didn't kill?
They are friendly little spare parts. Our precious metal grabbers. We gotta watch all the credits. Queen Collectron came back to hang out. I love the moonwalking robots.
So we have had the King Hi-Ho and Queen Clucktron. Does that mean next we're gonna see the devil herself come back to dance with us?
Lucifer herself is going to grace us with another appearance.
Do you get anything for the full 100 out of 100 bot murder spree? That is a good question from Neutronium.
You know,
do you get anything?
I'm trying to remember. I got it once, and I'm trying to... I think I got like... Oh, there she is. Oh, multiple devils. From different timelines, I guess. Anyway, so... wait, Nintendo and Platinum Games? Platinum Games made this game? The makers of Bayonetta and Astral Chain made Star Fox Guard? I'm just so proud.
Ultimate crossover.
Ultimate crossover. Disney, Bayonetta, and Star Fox. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah, so you can get like different badge sticker things in the game. I think you get a badge, but I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, there's Rebot. I see him. Queen Collectron eating a chumpy virus person. Just all the robots hanging out, everyone. Adorable.
This is after we made them all good. They go and they have a sports day, apparently.
They do. I love it. Well,
It's very cute.
I believe that's everything I have to show you today. So, ooh, a special new color option for your symbols has been unlocked. Oh. Well, everyone, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for watching tonight. It means so much that a bunch of people would come out and watch this silly little game, which has never been shown off in any kind of showcase or marathon before. So I'm really glad and grateful that I got to share it with you. And I also want to thank Pippy for being the most amazing commentator. I'm always grateful for you, Pippy, and for your effervescent cheerfulness always. So, Pippy, do you have anyone that you would like to shout out before we end?
I would like to give a huge thank you and round of applause to you for showing this. Like, thank you so much for sharing this wonderful game. I certainly never would have heard of it if it hadn't been for this showcase, and I didn't know that I needed that many adorable robots in my life. So thank you so much for sharing this, and thank you so much for having me on.
Of course.
Of
course.
A joy.
Yeah, and definitely thank you to the Lady Arcaders as well. For hosting us and showcasing this. Just really want to shout out Metroid Crime as well. She is a really cool person with some awesome vibes, and I think this is a great prelude for Lady Arcader's Super Showcase in a couple weeks. So,
yes, if anybody is not aware, we do have the first big Lady Arcaders event is coming up. It is going to be the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase. It'll be multiple days of hours of amazing runs shown off by women in gaming, and also some other really interesting things. I'm personally really excited for seeing some people learn runs live on air. We also have, like, somebody is gonna do a really hard boss battle in Undertale. We got a lot of big mix of different types of things, and also a lot of speedruns. So everybody be sure to come back around for the Lady Arcader Super Showcase, which will be taking place September 23rd to 25th. And that's coming up real soon, which is very exciting. Is there anything else you would like to share with us?
Just thanks everyone for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Got a lot of cool content coming out on there. So I also stream, of course, on twitch.tv/HappyBearLives. And I have a Twitter account that I really don't use, but you can follow me on there if you want. But other than that, Pippy, do we have like some kind of raid coming up? Or are we gonna share the vibes?
Yes. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in to Lady Arcader's Attract Mode. And just another reminder real quick that Lady Arcader's Attract Mode does run year-round. The Super Showcase might be fleeting, but Attract Mode runs every week for the most part. And if you have something you would like to showcase, it is never too late to submit. And we take all sorts of submissions, so please come share what you have to offer with us, no matter what that may be. It could be speed, it could be art, it could be anything. But on that note, we are going to raid another fellow Lady Arcader who is going to be playing Silent Hill 3 at the Super Showcase coming up. We're raiding Abby's Corner. So everyone go share some love over on their stream.